Okay, I think it's official. We've broken the internet. Let's talk about it. Okay, so for anyone who may not know, Ranveer Singh is one of the biggest actors in Bollywood. And he recently posted a bunch of photos from a nude photo shoot that he did for a magazine on social media. If you pay attention, there aren't any actual sensitive or private parts showing. It is actually very artfully and tastefully done, as it was part of a magazine photo shoot. But these photos have created so much chaos on the internet. OMG. From what I've seen, there have been two major issues that have come out as a result of these pictures. So I'm gonna lay them out for you guys, and then you tell me what you think as a result of them. And then I'll tell you what I think too. So the first issue that came out immediately after he posted these photos on social media was the topic of inequality between men and women, and the fact that women can't be posting photos in bikinis without being criticized and trolled and bullied. But when a man posts a photo like this, he is complimented and he's getting fire emojis and oh my god, you're so hot and things like that. And there's that inequality on social media between a man and a woman, and how society doesn't look at us equally, and that's just not fair. In fact, Mimi Chakraborty, who is an actress, was one of the louder voices on this subject, where she tweeted about this very matter, and you can see the tweet here and see exactly what she said, which is what I relayed to you guys, right? That there is that inequality, and would a woman have gotten the same response as Ranveer did in his comments with the fire emojis and the positivity if she had posted those kind of nude photos? You guys let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with this argument. Now, I do agree that there are a lot of trolls and bullying when it comes to females posting bikini photos or nude photos, and there is a level of inequality in there. Absolutely, no question. But now let me tell you the bigger argument that has now come out of these photos being posted. So the second argument that resulted from these photos being posted on social media by Ranveer Singh has happened because of a police complaint that was filed by an NGO against Ranveer Singh for insulting the modesty and hurting the sentiments of women by posting these photos publicly on social media. This has actually caused a lot of public debate. Let's talk about it. My first thought when I heard about this police filing against Ranveer Singh was that it kind of goes against the first argument, that there's that inequality against man and woman posting these kind of photos online, that it's not okay for a woman, but it's okay for a man, because now suddenly it's not okay for the man to be posting it, right? So it kind of contradicts that argument, and I got really confused actually, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on that, because I'm still really confused about it. Now let's move on from that point. So as you guys know, Ranveer Singh is known for being a trendsetter, right? He's known for his amazingly crazy, extravagant outfits with bold colors and crazy styles. He's known for that, right? So it's not that much of a stretch that he would do something like this, post these kind of tasteful nudes, which is totally not unheard of in the West. It just isn't. But that's one of the arguments that's going around, is that we are putting into question our Indian values and that we are being too influenced by the West, which I don't fully agree with, actually. That's my opinion. Let me know yours, though. It worries me that the note that went with the police complaint said, freedom of expression doesn't mean that you should roam around nude in the society. That just seems very, very like we're in a patriarchal society, right? Think about Bollywood and how there are so many item songs and item numbers and item girls, and how it's okay for girls to be dancing around in very skimpy outfits, in very questionable songs with questionable lyrics, with men watching them eagerly, or they're in the background doing their action scenes. So why is it that now men can just decide what us as women can or cannot look at online on social media? That should be up to us, right? That should be our decision as a female. That should be my choice as to whether or not I decide whether or not this is displeasing to me or not. Then I can decide whether or not I want to look at this, or I want to like go unfollow or hide it or whatever. But that doesn't mean that it's insulting my sentiment as a woman or hurting my modesty. That's all I'm saying. I also love that Ranveer Singh is promoting self-love and body positivity. Those are amazing messages to be sending to people and to his followers. So I do think that there are positive messages to be taken away from this. Let's not forget that. And ultimately, what's really sad is that the article that these photos were originally attached to, nobody's even talking about. And in that article, Ranveer Singh is talking about himself as an artist, and I think that that's really incredible, because here's an artist who is so extravagant all the time and incredibly dressed in all these crazy outfits, but here he is bare-boned and just talking about himself as a naked artist. And yeah, that's amazing and so artistic, and I absolutely love that, you know? So let's not lose sight of that. So anyway, those were my thoughts on this very controversial topic. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I know you're gonna have plenty of thoughts on this subject matter. So just remember that when you comment on this video, let's be nice to each other. Don't be mean to one another. Just respond to each other in kindness.